Hello friends and fellow flute enthusiasts, and thanks for tuning into Jonny's Flute Reviews. In this episode, we're looking at a really unique flute. Welcome back, I'm Jonny Lipford, and on this channel we do reviews, tips, tutorials, original songs, and cover songs to showcase the versatility of the Native American flute. If you're new here, consider subscribing and drop a comment below so we can welcome you. By the way, you'll find show notes, links, and also some goodies in the description below. In a normal situation, this would be a bad thing. Have you ever broken your flute? Well, this flute's not broken, and actually it's a pretty slick operation. This flute is made by Svitzer of Rain Spirit Flutes, and I don't know if you can see this or not, but it's got this little cork. It's got this little cork thing, like a sleeve, like what we see in clarinets and some other instruments. And this actually goes together. Without it, we just have kind of a half of a flute. What's really fun, Rick thought I was really crazy when I was doing this. I was like, well, you can just play this part. So you can do all kinds of fun stuff with just this part alone, but really what this is intended for is a travel flute. So those of us who are traveling a little bit more with our flutes, especially when you get up into the key, the lower to mid range, mid to lower range, this is in the key of D sharp or E flat. So we're borderline on a lower flute here. So size is something that we have to consider. And so instead of having a flute that is, this long, now we just have it as long as the barrel here. So it's perfect for putting in, a suitcase, a briefcase, or something like that. Now to put it together, there is cork grease that you need to use, and you just give it a little bit. It is a tight fit, but you give it just a little bit of a twist, and you lock it into place. And what I love is you really can't even tell that there's a seam there because he's aligned this so well that, it just goes right in the middle of that arrow, and you'd never be able to tell, especially if you're up on stage. So now we have this flute all put together, and it just looks like a normal flute. This is made from Spanish cedar, one of my favorite woods of all time. And Rick has been making flutes for a little while, and he does a phenomenal job. He's really, really particular on the tuning of his flutes. So like our other reviews, let's go up the basic scale very slowly and dry, no other things added to it. I really love the sound of this flute. Rick's done a great job in this, and I know that he's made these travel flutes in several different keys, so that might be something to consider. I don't know that he's gone much lower than this. I feel like maybe he has, but he's definitely made some. I think he prototyped like the key of F sharp, key of F, E. I know that he's done some in that particular key. Otherwise, without that feature, this is, just your basic regular flute, like what you would get from Rain Spirit Flutes. And so, high quality, excellent tuning overall. And I really love this. And sometimes it scares people when you go to, just be like, I'm so frustrated. And then you just, break it in half here. Don't actually break your flute, but just give it a little bit, twisting all one way helps with this. And so what you're able to do then is this little bag. That way you just put the parts in it. And so this really long flute now becomes only as long as that longest half. And so this in here is a mid-range, borderline low flute, just in this little case here. So this is something that, you know, Rick and I talked about for a while, and he's only doing them right now by special order. So he doesn't usually carry a stock of these flutes in his on his website. So I will still put a link over to his website. I know I've done reviews on his flutes in the past, and I have a couple of his flutes here in my collection that I play and record with on a regular basis. So he makes an incredibly beautiful and spot-on tuning flute. So if that's something that you're in the market for, please give him a shout and head on over to his website and see. There may be a few flutes in stock, you don't know. So thanks for tuning into this episode of Jonny's Flute Reviews. We'll probably feature this travel flute in some other videos. I might do a little bit of recording with it as well. So stay tuned, make sure you subscribe so you get notified when new videos drop. There are links in the description below for goodies and freebies and all things flutey. I'll see you in the next flute video. Hi friends, thanks so much for watching this video. If you're interested in growing as a flute player, click below for more information. If you're looking for more videos like this, see the playlist in the corner. Lastly, please consider subscribing so you're notified every time new videos drop. Thanks.